Are Saab and Airbus developing a next-generation fighter jet? Well, at the moment, maybe yes, but currently no. Let us explain. Reports surfaced in early December that Saab and Airbus were discussing cooperation on unmanned warplane technology. The project was revealed in separate CEO interviews with Reuters and is set to focus on exploring unmanned aircraft to support the current generation of crewed combat jets, such as the Airbus-backed Eurofighter Typhoon and Saab Gripen E. What has industry sources excited is speculation that such a collaboration could also provide a catalyst for broader cooperation on air power, especially if the French/German/Spanish FCAS fighter project falls apart as expected. So let's sort out the truth from speculation for today's video. Starting off with the facts, both Saab and Airbus are joining a surge of interest in futuristic uncrewed fighters known as Collaborative Combat Aircraft or CCA or Loyal Wingmen. Such jets are designed to support human-piloted warplanes. The fact that the two companies are collaborating came from Reuters reporting the news as an exclusive article on December 5, 2025. Saab CEO was on record as saying the following: "We have discussed whether we can do something on the unmanned side which complements our legacy fighters." Airbus's CEO, in a separate interview, told Reuters, "We see good perspectives to continue to work with Saab on unmanned. That's something that we are discussing with them, which is unrelated to FCAS." But the news of this collaboration only further fuels speculation that the companies are just playing it cool with regards to an FCAS or Future Combat Air System replacement. That's because the €100 billion program, floated more than 8 years ago, has been stuck in workshare and technology disputes between the companies involved. Indeed, back in July 2025, it was reported that France said it wants up to 80% workshare rather than a more egalitarian third of the project, an equal division with Germany and Spain. Talks and relations would only deteriorate further throughout the rest of the year, with one source telling Reuters in mid-December 2025 that FCAS is or was now, quote-unquote, very unlikely. By the way, all of our research sources are in the video description if you want to verify our reporting. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz stated that the final FCAS decision was to be made by the end of 2025, but this didn't happen, as the leader stated that there was not enough time to resolve issues. So why prolong the uncertainty, especially if most people in this space are of the opinion that FCAS is already a failed project? Well, according to Defense Express, such unhurriedness from Berlin may be connected to Germany having thoroughly worked out Plan B, with Airbus and Saab possibly collaborating on an FCAS project replacement. This speculation is based on a report by German media outlet Hartpunkt, which stated the following in October 2025. It is not surprising that rumors are circulating in Berlin that in the event of an FCAS cancellation, after an appropriate mourning period, Saab and Airbus Defence and Space could establish a joint venture to build a new combat aircraft as a successor to Eurofighter and Gripen. So that's what all the speculation is based on at the moment, rumors circulating in Berlin. And so, for the time being, we don't have anything official and confirmed from either company that any collaboration is moving forward. That being said, we know that Saab CEO Michael Johansson is certainly open to the idea, which is as close to official as you can get, from one side at least. The company chief was somewhat recently interviewed by the media outlet Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung and showed an openness to working with Airbus Defence on a joint fighter jet if Berlin were to change course on its current Future Combat Air System ambitions with France. He added during the interview that Saab has the capabilities to contribute meaningfully. He also noted that clear political commitments would be a prerequisite and that Sweden must retain its ability to independently design and build combat aircraft. It's quite a shift in tone from a few months ago. Indeed, months earlier, when asked about being a potential Plan B for FCAS, Johansson told Reuters, "We don't speak about Sweden replacing someone or something." In terms of earlier collaborations, Sweden had initially partnered with Britain on GCAP, the Global Combat Air Programme. However, it's understood that the country has withdrawn from this multinational effort. As we've seen over and over again, multinational collaborations can be tricky. Working across time zones, cultural mindsets, and differing national interests can be problematic. At the same time, huge and expensive projects like advanced fighter aircraft require massive amounts of capital for research and development. Thus, it makes sense to spread out the workload and find other competent countries to share in the development costs while bringing their finest technologies and experts to the table. Of course, if a project involves more than one country, compatibility should be a high priority. So, will Germany and Sweden and their defense firms be more compatible? Well, assuming Sweden doesn't want an 80% share of the project, the two countries will be off to a better start than having the involvement of Dassault Aviation. But what do you think of all of this speculation and the possibilities of an Airbus-Saab collaboration to replace FCAS? If the collapse of FCAS appears all but inevitable, does it mean an Airbus-Saab tie-up is also inevitable? Let us know by leaving a comment.